The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Here's Haskins. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Now it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle here to Brown. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way. There
were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Haskins. Short little throw to Ebron, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Did you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. This is caught. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed. Great.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown, 9. 34 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's Haskins to throw. Flushed out right. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he can't field it cleanly, it's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Jackson on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 29-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll run here with Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
And now the rookie's free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for two does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 23 yards on the tuck and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Haskins. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Haskins now, they're going to try to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both failed.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Haskins.
He's going to fire deep for Ratley.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins.
They'll check this down to McFarland.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Jackson now. Flushed out right. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Eight yards to go on second down.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Haskins will throw.
He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins to the right side to Eric Ebron. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Second down and goal. Haskins. Ebron caught left side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On first down, it's Haskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your run.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Damian Ratley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. They'll try and throw for it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Here's Sam Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the line.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.